Hey, my name's Gabby Laterno. I'm a mortgage lender and I am here to help you budget for a mortgage. Now, this could be budgeting before you get your mortgage. So this is budgeting so you can save up to purchase a home. It could be budgeting because you just bought a house. Congratulations. Or if you're just tight month to month and you need help figuring out a budget, then this is a perfect video for you. So I've linked below my actual budget worksheet that I use. And that's the worksheet that we're going to go over in this video today. So click the link, download that worksheet, and then let's get moving. So let me share my screen and let me add you guys. All right. So here's my monthly budget worksheet. All right. So we are going to move it from top to bottom when we fill it out today. All right. We're going to fill one out together. So let's get started. So monthly budget, the month of, you can put whatever month that you are budgeting for. Okay. So if you are in January, but you're budgeting for February, you're going to put month of February, right? Okay. So let's start off with income. All right. So let's say we get paid semi-monthly. Okay. So we're going to get paid we're going to use January just because it's the first of the month. All right. So we get paid on the 15th and we get paid on the 31st. And this is from the source. So we're going to put our job name. We're just going to put main job. Okay. All right. This is your job's name. Okay, so if you work for Amazon, you're gonna put Amazon. You don't have to put a source, but if you have multiple streams of income, this does help. All right, so the amount that we get paid, let's say we get paid $3,000 each paycheck, okay, which equals out to $6,000 monthly, okay? All right, so we're gonna do $3,000 for the paycheck that we receive on the 15th. And then $3,000 that we receive for the paycheck on the 31st. Now, if this is your only job, great, stop here. But if you have other jobs, if you have a spouse with a job, any other type of income that we're collecting, let's put all of the income that we're collecting on this sheet, okay? So let's say it's just me in the household, but I also have a side hustle. So the side hustle, I pay myself the end of the month. Okay. So we are going to put the end of the month, which is 131. Okay. The source is side hustle. Again, call it whatever you want. And then let's say for the past couple months, past handful of months, I've been averaging around $500 a month that I can pay myself. Okay. So we have $500 that I received from my side hustle in the month of January. And then for my main job, I received $3,000 on the 15th and then $3,000 on the 31st. Okay, so now what we're going to do, we're going to add all of these up. All right, so let's pull out a calculator. I try to make it easy math for you guys, but I want you to see how everything's working. Okay, so line one, okay, we're going to do 3,000 plus we're going to do this 3,000. Okay, plus we're going to do our 500. And that is equal to 6,500 bucks. All right, so now we're going to scroll down and this monthly box where it says total income, we are going to type in what we just did. Okay, so we're going to type in 6,500 bucks. Okay, so now let's move on to debt. Now, debt are things that you're going to want to pay off, or your goal is to make them to zero. So let's say we have 2 student loans, a car payment, and a credit card. Okay, 2 student loans, 1 car payment, and then 1 credit card. I wanted to write it down before I forgot. Okay, so our student loans, they are due, let's say one is due the 12th, because I know sometimes they're due on weird dates. and then one is due on the 15th, okay? Our payment for the first student loan that's due on the 12th, that payment is $75, okay? The second student loan is, let's say it's $50, okay? And then the balance is how much you owe after the payment has been made, okay? So let's say we still owe 21,000 on the first student payment, and then the second student payment, we owe 15,000, okay? So the reason why we do the balance is because if your goal is to pay off the smallest debt that you have, you can easily see what would be the smallest debt. In this case, what I have typed right here, that would be the $15,000 payment, the $15,000 balance on that second student loan that's due on the 15th. Okay, so you would pay off that $15,000 and then you'd work your way to that $21,000. Right? It's just an easy way to see how much you have left for that balance and what would be the cheapest item that you can pay off first. All right. So let's say our car is due on the 20th, and that payment is $350. And we owe, let's say we owe 10,500, okay? And then our credit card is due on the 31st, the last day of the month. And we owe $100 on that, okay? And our balance for our credit card, excuse me, I felt that coming on. Our balance on our credit card is $500. Okay. All right. So you can put the paid date here if you want, but I'm going to assume that all these debts are set up on auto pay. Okay, so they automatically get paid. I don't have to manually track if I paid them or not, but that's why this paid date is here if you want to manually track it. All right. So now what we're going to do is we are going to move down. We're going to skip the savings section. Okay, we're going to skip this for a second and we're going to go down to the bill section. Okay, so our bill, let's say our first bill is rent. Okay, so we have rent. Let's say we also have car insurance. Car insurance, I know it's, oh, I can't spell. It's not going to fit. So we'll do it like that. Okay, we have car insurance, water, electric, Wi-Fi, because we all need Wi-Fi, right? Wi-Fi and groceries, because groceries are a bill. You have to put money aside for your groceries. And then let's do fuel for the car. Okay, so starting off with our first bill, rent, right? Rent is, let's say, $2,200 a month, okay? And that is due on the 1st of every month, okay? Car insurance. Our car insurance is $110 a month, and that is due on the 3rd of every month. All right, water. So our water bill, let's just say, and you need to do these numbers for yourself, but let's say the water bill averages to around $30 a month. Okay, I know some places water is expensive, some places it's not, but this was my most recent water bill. Okay, so $30 a month, and that is due on the 5th of every month. Right? Electricity, let's say that averages to around $300 a month. Okay, and that is due on the 10th. Wi-Fi is $50 a month, and that's due on the 15th. All right, now groceries and fuel. This is up to everybody. My numbers might not fit your numbers. So just make sure that you start tracking it a little bit once you start doing the budgeting. And if you have just numbers that you're kind of throwing at a wall to see if they stick, then that's fine. Figure out what number works great for you. So if you set a number and it's just too low, you're gonna have to figure out where you're gonna pull more money to make it bigger, okay? If you set a number that's too high, then you can pull that money that you don't use in that grocery budget and you can put that in your savings account. Okay, so let's say groceries is $400 a month. Okay, and then fuel is $250 a month. All right, so let's add up all of our bills. Okay, so let's clear that out. Let's make this calculator smaller. It's taking up too much room. Okay, so our rent is $2,200. All right, and then we're gonna add our car insurance at $110. Okay, then our water at $30. Okay, then our electric at $300, our Wi-Fi at $50, our groceries at $400, and then our fuel cost at $250. Okay, that equals $3,340. Now, let's move up to our debt. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to add our debt to our bills. Okay, so our bills equal to 3,340. Now let's add these payments for the debt. Okay, so 3,340 plus $75. Okay, plus 50 plus 350 plus 100. Okay, so that gives us $3,915. So we're going to go to our total expenses on this monthly section. Ooh, where'd my calculator go? I need that. Let me move that here. Let's see if it's still going to. No. Okay, so give me 1 second. So that $3,915 $3,915 is going to go here. So what we do now is if we're like, okay, cool, we're done. We're not done. So now if you don't have a set amount that you're putting in your savings, and that's why we left this for the last, if you don't have a set amount in your savings, now you do. Okay, so let's move the calculator back. So now what we're going to do is our total income, right, of $6,500. We're going to subtract it by our expenses at $3,915, gives us $2,585 that we can save each month. Okay, so we're going to put $2,585 here. $2,585. Okay. And the reason why we do this is we want our budget to equal $0 each month. We want to account for every penny that we have. Okay, so let's check our math. So 6,500 is our income. Okay, so 6,500 minus, see the minus what we put in our savings, 2,585 is equal to 3,915. 3,915. We're going to subtract 3,915, and that equals 0. See how it equals 0? So in our savings, we can have multiple savings accounts. We can have one for a new car. We can have one for a new house. And we can have one for Christmas. So let's say we do have 3 accounts. And I'm going to put my calculator back just in case we need it. So the account, let's say the first account is a new house. Okay. The second account is for a new car. And then the third is for Christmas. All right. So for the new house, we're going to deposit the most into that account. So remember, we have $2,585 to work with. So we are going to throw in $1,800 each month. This number, you could choose whatever you want. All right, so let's pull out a calculator and see what we're working with now. So we have 2585 that we can use. 2585 minus 1800. Now we have 785 to play with. So that car, let's say we throw $500 into a savings account each month for a new car. All right, so now what do we have? 785 minus 500, that equals 285. So I'm going to stick the rest of that 285 into my Christmas savings account. Okay, so just to double check our math, 1800 plus 500 plus 285 is equal to 2585, which equals to 2585 down here. Okay, with that, we have created our monthly budget worksheet. And you guys are done. You guys know how to create a budget worksheet now. I am so excited for you. So let me stop sharing. Okay. All right. If you guys have any questions, feel free to contact me. Feel free to leave a comment on the video. I'm going to put all my forms of contact communication below as well as the link with the download for this budget worksheet. If there's anything that I can do for you guys to help you be mortgage savvy with Loans by Gabby, please contact me. Please connect with me. I am here for you throughout the entire process, throughout the entire journey, and that's what helps set me apart than other lenders. Other lenders, they're not always there for you. They're not always responsive. I'm giving you guys my cell phone. You can call me. You can text me. Text me at 1 a.m. Just do not expect me to text you back at 1 a.m. I guarantee you I'm sleeping. But text me, that way you guys don't forget your questions, right? That's what I'm here for. That's what I do and what I love, is to help you guys get from the start to the finish line. So remember, be mortgage savvy with Loans by Gabby, and I will see you soon. Bye.